Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Brian Sacchetta, health and fitness expert and founder of Self Revolution, a company dedicated to bringing young adults the best information about health and nutrition so that they can become the most passionate, energetic versions of themselves and in turn go out and revolutionize their communities. Today I'm going to show you how to make an awesome protein-packed, healthy, tasty smoothie. I call it the green protein machine. I've got the ingredients laid out for you and I'm going to show you how to make it in the blender. First thing we're going to need is about 10 ounces of almond milk. It's a nice alternative to cow's milk. It's less acidic, has a great taste, great texture too. Then we're going to need a frozen banana. You got to use frozen here because it keeps the smoothie cold and it creates a nice creamy consistency. At the beginning of the week I like to take 4 or 5 bananas, peel them, split them in half, put them in little baggies and throw them in the freezer. That way you have them when you need them and you don't have to wait until they're frozen. It usually takes about 3 hours, so you don't have to do that later on in the week. You have them ready to go. You can keep them in small bags like this with 1 or 2 in each, or a big Ziploc bag. It doesn't matter. It'll all work. Then you're going to need some spinach. I like to buy the kind that is pre-washed. That way I can just take it right out of the bag, toss it in the blender. Organic is good too because the production of spinach uses more pesticides than almost any other vegetable. So if you can buy spinach organic, you're going to cut down on your pesticide consumption, and that's something that's going to be really good for you because those pesticides are yucky things we do not want to put into our bodies. They create health issues. So after the spinach, we're going to put in some protein. I like to buy vegan sources. This is a really good one, Vega Sport. It's kind of expensive. This goes for about 50 bucks for this container. But the nice thing is it's 26 grams of protein per scoop. And in the serving size, the scoop size isn't really humongous. Whereas with some of those other brands, you know, the serving size is about 4 scoops and it just doesn't make any sense to put all that in your smoothie because then you're going to be left with this chalky consistency and it's hard to drink. So the Vega Sport, the vanilla kind specifically for this smoothie is really good. I also have this other one by Jarrow Formulas called the Optimal Plant Proteins powder. It's pretty good too. It's a little cheaper. I think this goes for about 20 bucks. It is a little more green tasting than, let's say, the Vega one, but it does the job pretty well and it tastes a little bit. It has a French vanilla flavoring in it, so that helps bring out a vanilla flavor, which is pretty good. The next thing we're going to need is some ground flax seeds. This is going to create a nutty flavor in the smoothie, and it's also going to provide us with a good amount of omega-3 fatty acids. As you probably know, our diets are heavy in omega-6 but lacking in omega-3, and if you can eat flax seeds, ground flax seeds, chia seeds, something like that on a regular basis, this is going to help balance that ratio back out. Then we're going to have some spices that are going to enhance the flavor of the smoothie. We have ground cinnamon, ground ginger, and vanilla extract. So these are all the ingredients we have here. We're going to make 1 serving, which is about 14 to 16 ounces. Put it all in the blender, blend it up, taste it, and I'm sure you'll really like it. It's one of my favorites. So I got a Vitamix over here, one of the more powerful blenders on the market. I think it's really nice to have a blender that cuts up all the ingredients very well. Say the frozen banana, sometimes those don't blend as well in a less powerful blender. So it's nice to have a powerful blender like a Vitamix that's gonna really liquefy all of our ingredients here. So I'm gonna pour in 10 ounces of almond milk. The nice thing about my Vitamix, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of them do the same thing, is they have measurements on the sides of the bowl here. So you can see there's a line for 10 ounces, or it's probably hard to see, but there's a line that says 10 ounces, and that allows you to know how much you're putting in and when to stop. So I'm going to put that up to 10, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some spinach, about a handful. I'm going to drop that into the blender as well. I'm then going to take my frozen banana and just dump that in. Then I'm going to take a tablespoon of flaxseed, drop that in, Next, we're going to do a scoop of the Vega protein. You can also, use Jarrow or some other brand that you like. I personally like Vega a lot. So we'll put a scoop in there. Then we're going to do about 2 dashes of cinnamon. So this is 1. We'll do another one, that's 2. 2 dashes of ginger. There's 1, there's 2. And then we're going to do a little bit of vanilla extract just to keep the vanilla theme going and the flavor of that smoothie. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this all onto the Vitamix and blend it up nice and good, and then we're going to try it out. So here's my Vitamix. What I like to do is just start it on a low speed. So most of the Vitamixes go from 1 to 10. Start it around like 3 and let the ingredients kind of move around in the container. And then as they're moving, you want to speed it up so that way everything gets liquefied. So we'll do that now. And you'll really only need to put it on for about 10 seconds. You can pretty much hear the bananas start to blend because those are, they're frozen and they have, that consistency to them. So they're pretty hard and you can hear when the Vitamix is cutting those up. Once you hear that sound for a little while, you know that they're probably blended all the way and you're pretty much ready to go. So we are done here. We're going to try this smoothie out. And again, it's going to yield about 12 to 14, maybe 16 ounces, depending on how much almond milk you use and the size of the banana and stuff. And again, this is one of my favorite smoothies. That's pretty much all there is. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, you are the revolution. We'll see you soon.